So you want to earn 6 figures in income in your real estate business, and you wonder if geographic farming might be able to get you there? Well, we're going to dive deep into the whole 6-figure thing and how you can make sure you're actually hitting it versus the number one mistake make when agents get started with geographic farming and want to make 6 figures. My name is Janine Sasso. I'm the owner and founder of the Hyperlocal Agent, and we help agents with geographic farming and direct mail marketing. Now, first up, a lot of agents understand that geographic farming leads to an amazing business foundation, right? It's a great way to have an area that you like to do business in. You can pick your price point. You can pick how far away it is from your office, from your home. It's amazing. And the next thing they want is they want to earn enough money to make 6 figures, right? Now, how do you actually go about making that much money from a geographic farm? And the answer is actually really simple. You need to figure out how many transactions it takes for you inside that farm to hit that number. Now, I've talked to agents, and some of them have commission checks that are $3,000 and some have $18,000 commission checks. So again, big span depending on your market, depending on what you do. But when you look at how many transactions will it take for you to hit that goal, let's say the number is 25. You need to do 25 transactions to get to $100,000. If you're looking at a geographic farm of 300 houses, okay, just 300, 400. And if you're looking at that size of the farm, which most agents get started at, this is not big enough to hit your goal. If out of those 300 houses, we had 25 needing to sell, the turnover rate would need to be so big because you're not closing 100% of the business. So in this case, you need to figure out how many houses need to be inside my geographic farm where I can reasonably expect 25 deals, which is a smaller percentage of the total number of transactions, right? So let's say there is 3,000 houses, and you have 100 sales in there. Okay, now we have 3% turnover rate, if my math is right. Okay, now 100 sales. Now I want to close 25% of that market share because there's people that know an agent, there's people that bought a house somewhere else and they're going to use that agent that's out of area because now they're going to get a deal on something, right? And again, you have to understand you're not going to get 100% of the market share. But let's assume there's 100 transactions now that are closing, and I can reasonably expect to work my way to at least a 25% market share, if not more, okay? So you see how all of a sudden the concept of my farm of 300 homes is not gonna produce enough income for $100,000. I need to go bigger, right? And that is the number one mistake that I see agents make. Their expectations are not aligned with the scale it takes for conversion, okay? So again, nothing is 100%. You can farm 100% of the houses. You will not get 100% of the business. So first up, turnover rate is something to look at if you are still picking a farm. And we used to say that 6% was great, and then COVID rolled around, low inventory markets rolled around. So this got adjusted to if you have the total number of homes, right, divided then by the transactions, you get your, turn that around, number of transactions divided by total number of homes gives you the turnover rate. If you find anything between 3 to 6%, depending on the market, okay, depending on the market, because again, if you have low inventory, you will find a lower turnover rate. If you have high inventory and the market is doing normal, you will find a higher turnover rate, okay? So 3 to 6% is currently what we suggest at a minimum farm size of 500 homes to get started, okay? 500 homes to get started, minimum of 3% turnover rate. Now, these two components is not enough to have you hit 6 figures unless you're in the multi-million-dollar market. So what does it mean? It means that you need to start building your core farm, and from that core farm, we need to expand from 500 houses to 1,000 houses. Okay, and when you get to a point where it can substantiate the goals you actually have, 6 figures in income, from there you can then continue building a solid base of business. What it takes is to get started. We did do an episode on that one, but don't make that mistake to have the wrong expectations for what it takes to be successful for a 6-figure geographic farm. Hopefully you found this episode helpful, and if you have any other questions on geographic farming, we'd love to chat with you. This is literally what I do for a living. This is how I build my business, and I send now 60,000 pieces of mail a year as a solo agent, and I know that I can help you too. So let's connect inside our Facebook group, or feel free to take one of our challenges by typing the word challenge to 844-950-3580, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.